JP, the Buffalo Bills.
Yes.
There's been a lot of talk from their quarterback about what we need to do to get to potentially finally get to a Super Bowl. We brought in the receiver. Josh Allen has developed into one of the top quarterbacks in the NFL, but you know what they haven't been able to do for a long time, JP? Run the football. And so this is an offseason where they might be able to swing big on a guy that could really help them out. And to read some of the guys available for the people, Kareem Hunt is available, Miles Sanders, Tony Pollard, David Montgomery, Saquon Barkley, or what is been talked about as a deep running back draft class. Which direction are you going?
All right, so the Pollard one becomes a unique one for me. I like his skill set as a runner, obviously. He can hit you between the tackles. He's really good out in space, and he's a guy who can catch the football. And I think that for the Bills and their offensive system, as much as they like to throw the football, he's a fit there because he can be used as a weapon in the pass game. But also with the quarterback run game, I think having that attraction of a guy who can hit you on the stretch outside zones, who can hit you on the inside zones, really opens up the quarterback to be able to run it on some design runs. But I'm really looking at the draft here, and I'm Jahmyr Gibbs out of Alabama. You talk about Bijan Robinson's probably the best overall pure running back in this class, and he is phenomenal. But for me, Jahmyr Gibbs is the guy. He would be my running back one. Why? Because he ran for almost 1,000 yards at Alabama, but for part of the season, he was their leading receiver. The guy had 444 yards receiving on the year. He's got elite bursts. He's got the ability to catch the football. He's got elite athleticism. I think that is the mold. And to cap this off, Josh Allen was talking about what the Bills need to do to be more like the Chiefs. This guy can do some of the Isaiah Pacheco things that the Chiefs had, a big reason why they were able to win a Super Bowl. I think he really fits in this offensive system.
All right, so I like the Gibbs pick there. I also like Bijan Robinson. If he falls to the 20s in the draft, he could be available for them. And for a team that has Super Bowl expectations, has paid a lot of guys over the last couple of years to get to Super Bowl contention, added Von Miller a couple seasons ago, like you might not be able to afford one of these guys on the free agent market. However, if you can, there's a couple guys that I would think about. One is the not trying to break the bank option. That would be David Montgomery, who's been the running back for the Chicago Bears. If the Bears do not put a franchise tag on him and bring him back or extend him, that's a guy that can do it all for you. He can run the football. He can catch the ball out of the backfield, some of those things that you like, and I think he would fit in with that offense. But to me, they've never had a workhorse for a long time. Even when it was Fred Jackson, when it was Marshawn Lynch for a little while, and C.J. Spiller, they were guys splitting carries. They need a true three-down back, and you have some available. Maybe it's not Saquon, but Miles Sanders is coming off of a career year. He can do some things, and in Philly, they like to do the running back by committee. He's had a monster year, but at the same time, Kenneth Gainwell was getting touches. Boston Scott was getting touches. But I do like Pollard as well. I do think that's a guy who can go to the next level if you gave him the workhorse amount of carries.
So the workhorse thing to me is really interesting. It's the last thing I'll say on this because a lot of the defenses have shifted to a lighter body type. They're playing more secondary players. They're not crowding the line of scrimmage. You're facing lighter boxes. Hit them right down the middle, and I'm telling you, you can pick up the easy yards right there.